I'm terribly sorry, Mala. I see some of the state witnesses are sitting in court. Can I just ask the court to ask them to leave before the accused plead, Mala?
People who feature as witnesses or even as potential witnesses are requested to exit the courtroom. They are not supposed to sit in and listen as evidence is led if they are going to be called later, because we don't want anybody to tailor their evidence after what they have heard. They should testify from what they know themselves.
Waiting area, noma uyazi ukuthi ungahle ubize njengofakazi kodwa awukakhalisela ukuthi uzobiza. Sicela nje niphule namanje.
Even if you are likely to be called as a defense witness.
Noma ungahle ubize njengofakazi kamangalelwa, siyacela nje ukuze uhlale ngaphandle.
If you sit in, you compromise the quality of the evidence you are going to give.
Ngoba mawuhleli ngaphakathi uvimba amandla wobufakazi bakho.
Mr. Sibia, count 2, robbery with aggravating circumstances as defined in section, count 2 is attempted murder. How do you plead?
Well, kudos to Baloyi for recognizing that his witnesses are seated within the courthouse. But I wonder how, because Baloyi doesn't have eyes at the back of his head. So how did Baloyi know that his witnesses are within the courthouse? But you know what? That's not important right now. What's important is that Baloyi knew that they were there, and he, interjected and said, wait a minute, before the 5 accused give their plea, guilty or not guilty, can we please ask the witnesses to leave the courtroom? So what was interesting for me to notice is Mzansi Unfiltered is still standing. Okay, he was about to give his plea to count number 1 when prosecutor Baloyi interjected. Okay, now Mzansi Unfiltered is facing forward, and the interjection by Baloyi is in English. Okay, very important that you pay attention to this. So the interjection is in English. Mzansi Unfiltered doesn't turn, he doesn't do anything. Only when the prosecutor translates or interprets what is going on does Mzansi Unfiltered turn, like he did a sharp turn, and say, wait. What? The witnesses are here. Okay, he turns, he wants to see who they are, and you can really see his interest is piqued in seeing who are these people. Because wouldn't you be interested in seeing the people who are accusing you of murdering Senzo Meyiwa, and you are like, I do not know what everybody's talking about. But that was pretty interesting for me. Now, why am I bringing this to your attention? It's what Advocate Teffo says, which is in line with what I've been asking you guys for the last 3 episodes in what I have coined as the good, the bad, and the ugly of the Senzo Meyiwa trial, or the beginning of the Senzo Meyiwa trial. So I'm beginning to see some challenges with Advocate Teffo explaining himself. And explaining himself effectively. He has a very good point. His point is so good. I would have loved for him to have been able to deliver that fully and comprehensively, but unfortunately he gets distracted, and I think he's very theatrical. And for example, I'll give an example. When they came back from lunch, he's like, lunch, breakfast, supper, and the judge is not interested in that. The judge wants the case to start, but Teffo is always not giving immediate responses. He starts with the theatrics, in my opinion, the unnecessary filler words or filler sentences, and trying to turn this into a joke. This is a very serious matter. Senzo Meyiwa was murdered, and everybody's just trying to see what's going on with the 5 accused. Of course, he represents the 4 accused with their not guilty plea, but I think he needed to have taken this matter a little bit direct. Let me let you listen to it yourself, and you hear for yourself what I'm talking about. But it is such a disappointment to listen to. It is a disappointment to listen to, especially that we're listening in hindsight, knowing what has transpired with him. I truly hope he's okay. And I truly hope he gets out sooner than later. And also as well that his he was disbarred, and really still trying to see why that was necessary. I really hope that that is returned. So in the next clip, I want you to pay attention to who? Mshololo. Watch Mshololo. Watch Mshololo closely. Remember I said to you in, I think, episode 2, defense is teka-taking, okay? The defense, Advocate Teffo and Advocate Mshololo, they are not a team. They are not working as a team who understand that the 5 accused are accused in common purpose. At this point, it looks like one for us all, okay? They are working separately towards, I'm hoping, the same goal. Mshololo does not support Advocate Teffo. She sits really quiet like a church mouse. And we know Advocate Mshololo is very good at objecting, okay, and standing up for herself. But this one, she said, Advocate Teffo, you're on your own. She said, no, not today. Listen in. Let me know your thoughts. And while we're at it, guys, we are slacking on the like button. I'm sorry to ask for it. I have to ask for it early in the video today because, guys, I really need your help. Please like this video at this moment. And let's go to Advocate Teffo.
Addressing the court.
Thank you. Your Lordship, if after the charges have been put to our client, accused 1 to 4. In particular, I will come to count number 3, the one that was amended. As the court earlier stated that whoever is a potential witness of the state and or the defense should not be part of this proceeding inside this court. So the issue that I want to address is in relation to that, because as I said, count number 3, we've got Ms. Kelly Khumalo and or Gladness Khumalo, but I'm more on Ms. Kelly Khumalo. In our midst here, Your Lordship, we've got my learned colleague, Magdalene Munsami, having informed us that she will be a watching brief of Ms. Kelly Khumalo, who, according to the charges, is a potential witness of the state. So, as a present here, it's after every sitting, as she's been given instruction, she will go and make a report back to Ms. Kelly Khumalo, whom we see as a potential state witness against my clients. And furthermore to that, I'll consider, Your Lordship, that the documents or our bundle that we use, I can say they are classified documents that may not be given to anyone. And I've realized that my learned colleague is also having the access to the documentation or the bundle.
Advocate Teffo, where are you going? I really don't understand. The practice of watching brief is a practice in use in our legal system.
Yes.
That happens in every other case every day. Now you are talking about documents. What's wrong with the documents?
My concern, Your Lordship, is that, as I'm saying, that this person that she is watching over is a potential.
So what do you want? What do you want?
If she can explain her situation, because from our side, I've realized that my learned colleague, the state, Advocate Baloi, as a Dominus Litis, is very much comfortable with this presence. Well, ourselves, we are so uncomfortable with that. That's what I want to say.
Is she comfortable with you?
No, it's not. No, from our side, I'm not comfortable. Whether she's comfortable,
I suspect she too is not comfortable with you. So sit down and be uncomfortable. She will also sit down and be uncomfortable. Let the case proceed comfortably.
No, as the court pleases.
Yeah.
We live in a drama. It's a series. Every day you will be shocked by something new. We have even forgotten what shocked us 2 weeks ago.
Like I said, the good, the bad, and the real ugly. What just happened there? So, first of all, Advocate Teffo does go ahead and bring to the attention of the court and say, listen, you just kicked out witnesses that are of the state. But we know charge number 3 is regarding Kelly Khumalo and her mother and the cell phone S4. But why is this woman sitting here? By this woman, my learned colleague, okay? my learned colleague, Kelly Khumalo'S lawyer, she's literally sitting behind me. Like, she can hear me and the attorney discussing this case. She is right here in court in the front, and it could be possible that Kelly Khumalo down the line will become a witness. Why is she still here? Why did she not leave when everybody else was leaving? This is where this turns into a whole movie, okay? This is where this turns into a movie. You think that, okay, that is very understandable. The problem is he continues, and then he starts talking about documents, but then his point is not tight. Okay, he didn't tighten up his point. He should have just focused on the fact that Kelly Khumalo could be a potential witness. Can you kick out her lawyer? Period. Okay, full stop. End it there. What he did was over-explain and talk himself out of a ruling to get that lawyer who even I, a layman, still don't understand why she's sitting there. I still don't understand it. And this is a lawyer, an advocate who went to school to learn how to do things in the legal world and tell the lawyer and tell the court how to get rid of Kelly Khumalo's lawyer. And he dismally failed, okay? He dismally failed his clients. So I know, I might have touched a nerve or two. And I know there's a group of people who will tell you can never make me hate Teffo. And that is okay. That is okay. The purpose of these videos is strictly for educational purposes, okay, to break down what happened, what went wrong, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But he's not the only one here who kind of dropped the ball. Now, Judge Maumela, in his anxiety to get the trial started, okay, to hear about what happened to Usenzo Meyiwa, let's get the witnesses rolling, let's get this trial going, is like, Teffo, what do you want? He literally cuts him off because he was going to explain and explain and explain. And he literally says, what do you want? And then he goes, well, Balo is comfortable with her. We, the defense, are not comfortable with her. Well, he opened up that can of worms, and guess what Judge Maumela said? I also suspect she's not comfortable with you. So you know what? You sit down and be uncomfortable with her. She'll be uncomfortable with you. And for the life of me, can we get the trial going? That was a disappointment for me with regards to Judge Maumela. He should have tried to understand what Advocate Teffo was trying to say, but Advocate Teffo should have tightened up his point and said it real clear, real fast. I imagine if this was Ngomezulu, if this would have been an issue, would Ngomezulu have spoken with clarity on what exactly the issue was? So guys, you got to keep it simple. What is the issue, okay? And what do you want? Like the judge had to say, what do you want? And guess who likes to digress? Myself. That's why I'm recognizing what he did. He went away on a tangent about comfort. If he had stuck to the law, why is she here? Kelly Khumalo was a potential witness or potential suspect. He would have got her kicked out there and there. And that was valid in the law, in my opinion. You know, the court of public opinion. But you know what? I have digressed and digressed. But yes, the lawyer can sit in her entire office at home or at work and watch the entire brief online or on TV. She didn't need to be in the court. Why was she in the court? So she can have access to documents. That is my opinion, and that's what I'm taking away from this. But why would you be in there on behalf of a potential witness, aka suspect? Okay? But stick to the end. Stick to the end. The story only gets more and more interesting, and Advocate Teffo goes on to do this.
It's an opportune moment to inform this Honorable Court, Your Lordship, that in this matter, other than this case, 636, there is another case, 375, of the same incident, of the murder of Usenzo Meyiwa, or the incident that happened at the same address for the reason that we are in this court for. And in that case, respect the judges.
Are you saying there's another case involving the murder of Mr. Usenzo Meyiwa?
There is a case docket of the same incident, Your Lordship.
Is it a murder case?
Yes.
Involving the same accused?
Involving the same the deceased. And
no. Is it involving the same accused?
No, it's not involving the same accused. Actually, it's involving the witnesses, in so far as charge number 3 is concerned, for the reason that I was trying to explain to the court as to the presence of the watching brief. So, the presence of watching brief insofar as count 3 is concerned.
Mr. Teffo, I think I have ruled regarding the watching brief. And the nature of my ruling is that I have allowed, from the beginning of this trial, I've allowed the watching brief to sit in. If you have issues with that, you know what to do. But let us proceed. Let us not hear anything about the watching brief where it regards her presence within the courtroom. I've already ruled.
I've accepted the ruling.
If that ruling is wrong, you know what to do. You are a lawyer.
Definitely.
Yes.
I've accepted the ruling insofar as the watching brief is concerned. Yeah, I'm on different issue. That I said, since this document was brought, then it gives me opportunity to address the court about the second charge. I mean, the second case docket.
How can I sit here and decide on another charge I have never seen? Until today, I never knew about another charge. What I know is that there is a case brought before me which is proceeding. And I've been asking for the life of me that we proceed with this case. If there are other cases that impact on this and it brings other dynamics, you are a lawyer, you'll know what to do about that. Let us not waste the time for this case by discussing other cases, whether they are related or not.
I was saying this, Your Lordship, so that I avoid the issue of saying, I'm now bringing something that was never raised before. So I'm just saying that for the knowledge of this court, be known that there is another...
There may be other cases brought after we are done with this. That may happen. The dominus litis decides about that. And now, for now, he has decided, the dominus, he or she, has decided that this case number CC67 of 2020, should be heard at the Pretoria Courthouse. And that is what is happening now. And let us concentrate on that. Let us not be distracted by other things that the police and the prosecution might be doing. If they do it in such a way that impacts on this case, let us proceed with this, and then you'll take that matter forward from there.
Mr. Court, please.
Yes. So, as I've said before, I'm disappointed that the ruling allowed for the watching brief, Kelly Khumalo'S lawyer, to do the watching brief, almost said the brief watching, whichever way it is. I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. And I think it is purely because, look at her over there sitting ever so comfortably because, he might be uncomfortable with me, but I'm not going anywhere, okay? She's staying right there because the judge has ruled that she can stay, okay? And after that, I would have loved to see Mshololo try to aid Advocate Teffo. She seemed to be fully aware of docket 375. She looked to the side, okay? She said, Angen lapo. Don't put me in it. I'm not in it, okay? And then from there, I think that Advocate Teffo failed to present his point well because he brings it up a second time and he tries to explain it, but Judge Mamelo said, you're still talking about the watching brief. I've already told you that I've made a ruling, and my ruling is to allow the watching brief. Now, may we please get into the Senzo Meyiwa trial? And you know what? I'm disappointed in that. I think that, again, both sides here failed Senzo Meyiwa. They failed the 5 accused in terms of the fairness of the trial and not compromising witnesses. I truly believe so. So, Mzansi, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I know this is going to be a hard one for some to dissect. Again, we got to bring the news as it is. Got to bring it as it is. And in my opinion, I'm happy to chat further about it in the comment section. So let me know what you think. You know what? I did get a comment, okay? I did get a comment and it said, this is the most expensive movie ever. So this comment goes on to say, everyone involved in this case is bought. This is the most expensive movie ever produced in South Africa. The sooner we accept that, the better. I don't think this has happened anywhere in any country, that someone gets shot in a house full of people and not a single one of those people is held accountable, and the entire government is mum about it. Something is not normal here. You know what is not normal? Is is, for me, is that lawyer still sitting in that courthouse. But as fate would have it, 2 years down the line, I think a few years down the line of her continuing to do this weird behavior, again, in my opinion, does this. So watch this and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, because wow, there's just way so much drama. But you know what? I want to break down the comment about the movie. I 100% agree with that. What is so difficult? No. Who are they protecting that it's going to cost this much? Because look at how much it is costing as taxpayers. I think the budget now is beyond that of what they spent on Ushaga Ilembe, because wow, this is incredible.
Confirmed by the NPA and various other stakeholders that my client is not a suspect and may not be called in as a state witness. I have been watching brief over the matter for a couple of years now. This is because of the fact that my client has to constantly undergo interviews, interrogation, etc. regarding the matter, and has requested me to then be there to watch over what is the nature of questioning that is being placed. I'll give you a very single example. We once attended an interview with various stakeholders, including ballistics, etc. And one of the police officers who claimed to be at the hospital on that fateful evening, later revealed that he was in fact not there. But was just simply putting my client on test. Now that by its nature disclosed that there are things that we are unaware of and we remain unaware of. And being a watching brief allows myself to be able to become aware more clearly as to the nature of what is the proceedings, but also to be present and to participate through submission and engagement insofar as what then happens when my client goes from a victim, a state witness, and now being alleged to be an accused person. Now that is the reason. It was not anticipated to Lasizwe at all. And this is why we are intending to fight back.
The good news, Unfiltered family, is we finally got an answer to why she was in the courthouse. Unfortunately, well, it ended in tears, okay? It ended in tears. She was banned from the courtroom. Like, get out. What is this? Okay, I'm paraphrasing it. They didn't say get out. But yeah, she explains why she's there. Or why she was there, that, you know, it's an attempt that whenever Kelly Khumalo goes to all these places, that she is represented and that she's not walking into, she's not walking herself into trouble. For example, what is Kelly Khumalo so afraid to say that she cannot say freely? In any circumstance, what are they avoiding that she consistently needs legal advice or legal briefing before she says anything? I'll leave you with that, Mzansi. Let's engage in the comment section down below. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on this one. Shout out to the person who dropped the lawyer's name in my comment section. Thank you for that. And also that's it from me. Have you liked this video? Did you take a moment to like this video before we end today? Please take a moment to like the video. It absolutely helps me as a creator. It helps my videos grow. It gives this video mileage with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're watching this far in the video, please go ahead and drop let's go with the soccer emoji, because justice for Senzo Meyiwa indeed. Okay, that's it from me today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you definitely on my next upload. I can't wait to see your comments on this video.